Exclusive contracted novel by Feilu Novel Network. National Games Blind Box. Lucky Start 99999. The National Games Secret Realm has arrived, and 10 people are randomly selected from each country to become representative contestants. Contestants can open blind boxes in the National Games Secret Realm, which covers a wide range of risks and opportunities. Anyang became a player from the Dragon Country and received 99,999 lucky points at the beginning. When other contestants opened a bottle of mineral water to celebrate, Anyang directly opened 100 boxes of mineral water from the blind box. When other contestants opened up a fierce beast that died in the underworld, the fierce beast opened up and Anyang wagged its tail and begged to be a pet. Audiences all over the world were stunned. Feilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. Chapter 1. The secret realm of national fortune comes, and I become lucky. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Detected a mysterious magnetic field, unable to analyze, suspected to be a product of higher civilization. What? Is it difficult for the end of the world to come early? Perhaps this is a heavenly punishment. The mysterious magnetic field approaches the blue star, making officials from all countries feel like they are facing a formidable enemy. The overexploitation of resources has caused irreversible damage and has led Blue Star to a state of exhaustion. The increasingly severe desertification has led to a decrease in the land suitable for human survival. According to predictions, if this situation continues to develop, the basic resources needed for survival will be completely exhausted within a maximum of 2 years. At that time, everything on this planet will disappear. Perhaps it will take trillions of years of rest and recuperation for the blue star to burst into vitality again, leading to the emergence of life and opening a new cycle. On this day, a mysterious magnetic field swept across the world. Officials from various countries are powerless to deal with this, as the magnetic field has far exceeded the current technological level of Blue Star. Even if one wants to use their ultimate trump card, they cannot even perceive where the extraterrestrial civilization invading Blue Star is located. And just as the atmosphere was extremely tense, unexpected things happened. The secret realm of national fortune has arrived and will officially open after the rules are announced. Each country will randomly select 10 contestants to enter the national game's secret realm and scatter them to different locations. Participants can receive 10 blind boxes in the early morning every day, which contain a wide range of risks and opportunities. Blind boxes cannot be retained or accumulated. Even if they are not opened on the same day, they will all refresh in the early morning of the next day. The rewards and death penalties for players in the national game's secret realm will be multiplied to their respective countries. Players who die in the national game's secret realm are truly dead and cannot be resurrected or withdrawn from the national game's secret realm. Please cherish your life. After the opening of the national game's secret realm, the live broadcast function will be synchronized, and each audience can watch and interact through devices such as mobile phones and televisions. The peace treaty has been opened, and before the end of the national secret realm, conflicts between countries are prohibited. Those who initiate wars will be deprived of their right to participate and completely wiped out. More detailed rules for players to explore on their own. Rule introduction completed. Teleportation has been activated. Good luck to all players. As the announcement came to an end, people all over the world came to their senses from a dead silence. Mad, what kind of bullshit is the secret realm of national fortune, trying to scare me into playing? Fake. What the hell, almost scared me. Where did this sound come from, Shiba? Shouldn't it be an invasion of an alien civilization? What's going on here? What exactly is the National Luck Secret Realm? Funny, this is. Choose 10 people from each country to open blind boxes and play. Isn't this purely pathological? It's unfair to just pick 10 people to represent us. That's right, no matter what, we should let ourselves choose talents. The sudden arrival of the secret realm of national fortune has made the vast majority of people feel somewhat unrealistic, even thinking that it is just an artificial prank. Some people choose to believe, but question the rules. The problem is, whether they believe it or question it, all of this has become a foregone conclusion. Anxiety began to spread, especially when someone noticed that the people around them suddenly disappeared, which triggered a riot. Sleeping trough. This national luck secret realm shouldn't be true, right? Is the end of the world really coming? Putting the fate of a country in the hands of 10 people is not a joke. What if you choose me? I can't take on such a big responsibility. If I were to die, I would rather die at home than die in that secret realm of national fortune. Mad, I don't want to entrust my fate to anyone else, choose me. I've always wanted to be a hero since I was young, and now this opportunity to save the world must be given to me. Faced with the arrival of the secret realm of national fortune, everyone's performance is different. Some people are worried about being selected and desperately pray to various gods and Buddhas. Some people have admirable courage and want to become athletes to prove themselves. More people still have a mentality of luck, believing that if a country only selects 10 people, it is impossible for them to have their turn no matter what. A total of 1970 contestants have been teleported, blind box function and live streaming function enabled. The secret realm of national games has officially launched with the sound of new announcements. All those who were not selected can immediately watch the live broadcast as soon as they open their phones or TV. The appearance of players from their respective countries above means that everything has been settled. Anyang stepped on the ground covered in fallen leaves, feeling unreal in a daze. Although he was still listening to the rules of the secret realm of national fortune in the last second, in the blink of an eye, he appeared in this completely unfamiliar environment. Looking around, there are tall trees, lush shrubs, and various unknown plants all around. I touched my pocket and found that my phone was missing. My whole body was empty except for my clothes, so it must have been a mistake made during the teleportation. Is it luck or misfortune for me to choose 10 people from each country? Anyang's mood is somewhat complicated, with a total population of over 7 billion in the world, and Dragon Country accounting for over 1 billion. Choosing 10 out of these over a billion people is already very unlikely, but I never expected to be selected. And just as Anyang was vigilantly scrutinizing the surrounding environment, wanting to relax his tense nerves, something even more surprising had just begun. System loading, please wait. Unlike the explosive sound in the ears of the national game's secret realm, this sound seems to come directly from the mind. This strange feeling inevitably surprised Anyang. System. So, I've also become the kind of person chosen from thousands of miles away. For Anyang, who loves reading novels, the system is naturally familiar. He just didn't expect that one day he would also have this kind of golden finger that could change his life against the heavens. He used to be worried about becoming a player in Dragon Country, but now his complex emotions have gradually turned to excitement and excitement. The Lucky God system has been successfully loaded, and your luck value has been increased to 99999. Note: the highest lucky value for ordinary people is 10 points. Sleeping slot. So awesome. Anyang was stunned. Luck is something that cannot be seen or touched, but it actually exists. Just like someone who can win hundreds of thousands of dollars by buying lottery tickets, isn't that luck at work? And ordinary people only have a maximum of 10 points of luck. He not only reached the full point, but also directly exploded. The value of 99,999 can be described as terrifying. Isn't it really becoming the god of luck? Mad, what's so scary about me with such an exaggerated lucky value? Even if a knife falls from the sky, I guess I can still be safe and sound, right? At this moment, Anyang dispelled all worries and concerns. My gaze gradually shifted to the 10 floating light balls in front of me. Chapter 2. Open Blind Box. This is the hope of surviving. You are listening at novelfull.audio. It is well known that Blue Star is about to face its end due to the near depletion of resources. The arrival of the secret realm of national fortune did not give numb people hope for survival. Especially when players from different countries are clearly visible on the screen, it actually exacerbates the spread of negative emotions. There's no way, this contestant selection is indeed too random. Even young and middle-aged people are fine, but unfortunately there are still children, the elderly, and people with disabilities. Most people are not discriminated against, but almost 99% of these athletes do not even have the ability to protect themselves, let alone survive in such a devilish place. Maybe there's no need for poisonous insects and beasts, nor for the risks inside the blind box. Just weather and other factors can take their lives. The situation in Dragon Country is not much different either. Among the 10 contestants, there are 3 young people, 4 middle-aged people, 2 elderly people, and 1 child. The audience is also complaining that this choice of candidate is like a joke. What's going on? These goods represent our Dragon Kingdom. It's better to let us commit suicide, at least we can choose our own way of death. These 2 old people are buried to the neck in the yellow soil, isn't it pure to die? This little girl looks quite agile, but the problem is that no matter what kind of beast you look like, this delicate and tender one must become prey. This old lady is still wearing an apron, and there's no pot in this damn place for her to stir fry. There are only 3 young people, and 2 of them are girls. That boy also looks weak and fragile. Our Dragon Country is about to end this. There are also elderly people and children abroad, but at least there are 1 or 2 who can handle it. How could they be so unlucky to come to our place? If I had known this way, I should have immigrated to seek refuge with my relatives in the beautiful country. It saves me from worrying now. It is obvious that the audience of Dragon Country is very disappointed with these 10 contestants. It's really because none of the 10 contestants seem to be able to survive in the National Games' secret realm. Who knows what kind of disaster the athlete's death will bring them? Even if one knows that resources will soon be depleted, no one is willing to die early. It's better to live than to die. That's the truth. Dad, Mom, woo. Where are you? The little girl who couldn't find her parents sat on the ground crying loudly, which made the audience feel heartbroken but also shrouded in a layer of gloom. Hope this little girl can turn the fortunes of the Dragon Kingdom around. Don't joke anymore, she should be content if she can survive smoothly. 2 young girls huddled together in panic, their eyes filled with mist, and their performance was no stronger than that little girl's. The 4 middle-aged people performed mediocrely, looking around in panic without being too impolite. And the action of an elderly person at this moment has made the audience's hearts rise to their throats. I don't know if he underestimated life and death or lost his ability to judge danger. He even reached out to the floating light ball, looking like he was about to open a blind box. According to the rules, there is also a risk inside the blind box, and no one knows what will be opened inside. If something dangerous were to kill this old man, they would definitely have to follow suit. What does this old man want to do? Don't he understand the rules? This old immortal has enough to live, but I haven't lived enough yet. Accumulate some virtue under your mouth. Who doesn't have an elderly person in their family? It's not something he wants to go in on his own. Respecting the elderly and loving the young is right, but this old man's reckless behavior will kill us. Mad, this old man looks abnormal, he must be senile dementia. Blind boxes only have risks, and it's not necessarily that bad things will come out. What are you shouting about? The audience started arguing on the barrage, some of whom thought the old man was innocent. He was getting older and might not even understand the rules. Some people also think that this old guy is likely to kill them. Ding! The contestant has successfully opened the F.level blind box and received a reward of 1 bottle of mineral water. This reward will be monetized 10,000 times. The announcement sounded and immediately relieved the anxious audience. Mad, it scared me to death. Fortunately, This old man has good luck. This 10,000-fold materialization is actually true. A bottle of mineral water turns into 10,000 bottles. If something better were to be opened, wouldn't we be saved? Woo-woo, I thought we could only wait to die, but now we have hope. Don't be so happy so early, in case the contestant dies, we'll have to follow in bad luck. Are you a fool upstairs? Who doesn't know about this kind of thing? Do you have to say it to ruin the fun? Sure, definitely. I believe our contestants can save Dragon Country. The 10,000-fold monetization reward of blind boxes has made many silent viewers unable to resist and have launched barrage shots. Most of them have lost hope, living day by day like walking corpses. But at this moment, the reward that the veteran player received by opening the blind box seemed to have given them new hope. 10,000 bottles of mineral water may be a drop in the bucket, but this is just the beginning. It's a good start. At this moment, someone noticed that the young male contestant seemed to be preparing to open the blind box too. The audience's mood suddenly changed from anticipation to fear. Anyang has obtained the system, and the excitement has not yet passed. He had originally planned to study blind boxes, but then he heard that other contestants had already opened the blind boxes first, and he didn't intend to waste any more time. Since my luck has already exploded, let me see to what extent I can perform well. As soon as he read this, Anyang reached out to the nearest ball of light. Immediately after, a light curtain appeared in front of him. Do you want to open the F.level blind box? Is there a level for blind boxes? Anyang was stunned for a moment, then quickly looked through all the blind boxes and found that they were all F.level. Since there is a level, the higher the level, the better the reward. I just don't know if this level is completely random or if it changes over time. If it's random, then tomorrow morning will be interesting. In terms of time, it was only after the blind box function was enabled that Anyang obtained the system. That is to say, his lucky value did not affect the level of the blind box. But if the blind box level is random, after refreshing tomorrow morning, it is estimated that it will take off directly. However, on the other hand, no matter what, this is tomorrow's event, so at this moment Anyang still focuses on the blind box in front of him. After randomly selecting one, he chose the option to turn it on. Ding! You have successfully opened the blind box. Obtained item: 100 boxes of mineral water. Item type: diet. Item level: F+. Item description: none. Please confirm if you want to monetize it 10,000 times. Chapter 3. 1 million boxes of mineral water. The audience was stunned. You are listening at novelfull.audio. With the opening of the blind box, the light sphere in front of Anyang instantly expands. After the light dissipated, 100 boxes of mineral water were neatly placed on the ground. This scene stunned the audience in the live broadcast room. Sleeping slot. So many. I'm not feeling dizzy, am I? This is real or fake? That old man just opened a bottle of water, but this guy actually opened 100 boxes. The difference between the same blind boxes is so big. Is it that old man too unlucky, or is this guy too lucky? Do you call this luck? I suspect he has opened a modifier now, which is too outrageous. A group of brainless fools know that dogs bark and even modify them. Are you really playing games like this? Isn't this guy cheating? Why are there so many fools? You cheat and I'll see. This guy is a player from our Dragon Country. Isn't it good for him to receive more rewards? What kind of mentality are the people who slander him? I went to see a few foreign players open blind boxes, but there aren't such exaggerated rewards. Mad, since you like foreign countries so much, why don't you get out of here quickly? Is the moon in foreign countries really that round? It's almost the end of the world, and there are so many dog debris kneeling and licking. Apart from some barrage of arguments, what most people are expressing at this moment is actually shock. After all, according to the rules, the more rewards players receive, the more rewards they can monetize. Like the 100 boxes of mineral water in front of Anyang, after being materialized, it would be a full 1 million boxes. For the current blue star, drinking water has become the most scarce resource. There were not many restrictions in the first 2 years, but starting from the past 2 years, drinking water has also been limited in time and quantity. The result is not only that there is not enough water to drink, but also that even fruits and vegetables have lost their supply. Desertification is so severe, water is so scarce, and there is constant drought. Even the most resilient weeds cannot survive, let alone plant fruits and vegetables. Anyang has almost forgotten how long it has been since she had enough water to drink. Now there are 100 boxes of mineral water in front of me. What else can I say? Just tear open the outer packaging of each box, take out a bottle, unscrew the lid, and pour it into my mouth. In less than 5 seconds, this bottle of mineral water has all poured down. Cool. Anyang let out a cheerful shout, threw the empty bottle aside, and turned around to take out another bottle to continue drinking. I drank 2.5 bottles in a row before stopping to catch my breath. The audience all looked envious, wanting to drink water so happily instead of counting how many times they had to finish the water every day. At this moment, I really wish I could crawl into the screen and replace Anyang, and have a good drink. Mad, what's going on with this guy? Why don't you quickly materialize? Ah. This person is stupid, just indulging in their own enjoyment, regardless of others' lives or deaths, right? This kind of person becoming a player in the Dragon Country is simply a shame. What do fools call dogs? Suddenly, 100 boxes of mineral water appear in front of you that you can drink as you please. Do you have any other thoughts? That's right, if this guy didn't want to materialize, he just refused. I guess he forgot because he was too excited. Who wouldn't be excited about this? If it were me, I would have to drink until I can't walk. Woo-woo, I almost forgot what it feels like to drink water in big gulps. Little brother, hurry up and make it manifest. I don't have high expectations, just pick up a box. Hey buddy, stop drinking and make it happen quickly. I'm almost thirsty. Seeing Anyang drinking water to his heart's content, the barrage completely exploded. Especially Anyang is not afraid of waste at all. Water slides down the corners of his mouth, wetting his collar without even realizing it. The barrage covers the sky and floor, begging him to materialize quickly. Anyang, who was in the secret realm of national fortune, couldn't see the barrage. He threw away the empty bottle in his hand and hiccuped, but he was stunned and filled with water. This kind of behavior is simply extravagant in today's Blue Star. The lucky value of 99,999 is really amazing. I probably won't be able to finish drinking these 100 boxes of mineral water in a year. But why do I always feel like I've forgotten something? After careful consideration, Anyang suddenly realized, by the way, I've been drinking too much. It seems like there's a tangible option I haven't chosen yet. As soon as he read this, Anyang immediately called out the light curtain and chose the option of confirm materialization. There's nothing to hesitate about. Anyang understands how uncomfortable thirst can be. I can't finish drinking these 100 boxes of mineral water for a while, but in reality, almost every day people die from dehydration. Now that these 100 boxes of mineral water are fully realized, perhaps many people can still be saved. Ding! The contestant successfully opened the F.level blind box and received a reward of 100 boxes of mineral water. This reward will be monetized 10,000 times. The scene of Anyang choosing to materialize, combined with the sound of announcements, instantly uplifted the audience of Dragon Kingdom. That's 1,000,000 boxes of mineral water. Although it may not meet the needs of the entire people of the Dragon Kingdom, at the very least it can make some people happy. Sleeping trough. I picked up a box of mineral water and dried 2 bottles in one go. It's really amazing. I finally managed to grab a bottle, and after drinking it, I felt so happy that I died without regrets. My village has been running out of water for a long time, and the villagers are almost unable to support it anymore. 3 boxes of mineral water have just appeared, and now we have help. Ah! Why didn't I even see a single strand of hair? Where did you all find it? You may not believe it, but I was using the restroom at home when a box of mineral water appeared in front of me. I lay in bed and as soon as I flipped over, I saw a box of water. I snatched it downstairs, and the person who didn't grab it is still sitting there crying. I thought 1,000,000 boxes would be a lot, but why haven't I seen a single box? This National Luck secret realm is too magical, isn't it? How on earth did it achieve 10,000 times manifestation? Some people are happy while others are sad, some are thanking Anyang, and some are curious about the truth that has manifested itself. However, at this moment, another contestant from Dragon Country opened the blind box, and it was the middle-aged lady wearing an apron. Ding! The contestant successfully opened the level F blind box and won a box of shredded pork and green pepper with green pepper as a reward. This reward will be 10,000 times more tangible. Seeing the middle-aged aunt holding a box of delicious shredded pork and green pepper with green pepper rice, the audience felt hungry. Actually, most people don't go hungry because they have strategic supplies such as stored grain, compressed food, and sealed canned goods. Just seeing the tender green peppers and fresh shredded meat, I couldn't help but swallow my saliva. It's entirely because they haven't eaten fresh vegetables and meat for too long, so eating well and saturated is just 2 different concepts. Chapter 4, The Second Blind Box, and 100 Boxes of Self-Heating. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. It is estimated that the middle-aged lady who just opened the blind box has not eaten fresh vegetables for a long time. Even now in a strange environment, when I smell the smell of shredded pork and green pepper with green pepper, I can't help but devour it. That unappealing appearance made the audience even more envious. The food is really delicious. I also want to taste the shredded pork and green pepper with green pepper rice. Why is this materialization only 10,000 times? It's unfair. That's right, some small countries only have tens of thousands of people, and their players have opened blind boxes, at least half of the countries benefit from it. There are still countries with only about 1,000 people, and if their contestants open a boxed lunch, it will be enough for the whole country to eat for 3 to 4 days. Mad, stop talking. I'm going to cry. Now I want to know who is so lucky to have this shredded pork and green pepper with green pepper. Hey, it's a pity. If this lady were like that guy just now, she could just open hundreds of boxes of boxed rice, maybe I could taste it too. The audience feels that the rules are unfair because they provide too much advantage for countries with small populations or areas. But they seem to have forgotten that the blind box is not full of rewards. If the athletes from those small countries die, leading to death penalties, then small population and area will definitely be the biggest disadvantages. Shredded pork and green pepper rice. Although I have never liked eating green pepper, it should be delicious. Anyang, sitting on the mineral water box, also heard the sound of the announcement. When it comes to the benefits of resource depletion, parents no longer have to worry about their children's picky eating habits. Anyway, there are only a few things you can eat. It's okay if you don't like to eat, then you'll be hungry. If you can't bear it, you'll eat it yourself, and you don't have to worry about it. Anyang used to dislike eating vegetables, especially those with strong flavors, but now I can't eat them anymore. I still regret not cherishing them before. Forget it, don't think about it. Let's see what can be opened from the next blind box. Anyang summoned the remaining 9 blind boxes and prepared to continue opening them. Do you want to open the F.level blind box? Open. Without any hesitation, after all, the effectiveness of the golden finger has been confirmed, and Anyang has nothing to worry about. As the light ball gradually grew larger, even to the extent of the 100 boxes of mineral water just now, Anyang knew that the things produced this time should not be inferior. Ding! You have successfully opened the blind box. Obtained item. 100 boxes of self-heating hot pot. Item type. Diet. Item level. F+. Item description. None. Please confirm if you want to monetize it 10,000 times. 100 boxes full of self-heating hot pot appeared in front of me, causing Anyang, who had just finished drinking, to drool uncontrollably. Mad, it's been so many years now, I'm almost forgetting what hot pot tastes like. Anyang's expression was strange, as if laughing, but with a hint of grievance and heartache. With some rough movements, he opened the box and took out the individually packaged self-heating hot pot boxes one by one. This is spicy, this is tomato, and there are also mushroom soup and 3 fresh dishes. Forget it, just spicy. Although I had already filled myself with water just now, with so much food in front of me, how could I remain indifferent? With a bit of excitement and anticipation, Anyang quickly prepared a box of self-heating hot pot with a spicy flavor. Seeing hot air coming out of the small hole, his face was filled with anticipation. There is already a fragrance spreading, as long as the heat disappears, you can enjoy it. Little did they know that the Dragon Kingdom live broadcast room was already fried at this moment. 100 boxes of mineral water have already startled countless people's chins, but now, surprisingly, another 100 boxes of self-heating hot pot have been opened from the blind box. The point is, these 100 boxes of mineral water and 100 boxes of self-heating hot pot were actually opened by the same person. Sleeping trough. This guy shouldn't be the illegitimate son of some kind of god or Buddha, right? 100 boxes of mineral water and 100 boxes of self-heating hot pot each. Is this a survival or a vacation? Is this really a case of cheating? Everyone else comes with 1 bottle and 1 box. If he were to leave 1 box, he would be fine. He could easily leave 100 boxes, is that crazy? You guys are idiots. Regardless of whether it's illegitimate or cheating, after realizing it, it's 1,000,000 boxes of self-heating hot pot. What's more important than this? That's right, I really wish this little brother could cheat, so I can make more good things more practical. Speaking of which, can't this guy materialize first before going to eat? I'm so exhausted. Great God. Quickly materialize, I also want to eat hot pot. Netizens are almost causing a stir in the live broadcast room, but it won't have any impact on Anyang either. He waited for the self-heating hot pot to cook while smelling the aroma, which made the audience's appetite skip a beat. It didn't take long for the hot pot to self-heat before it cooked. As soon as the lid was lifted, an even stronger aroma poured into my nose. That's the taste. Although it was still steaming, Anyang couldn't wait any longer. He picked up a piece of beef with chopsticks and put it in his mouth. The hot and spicy beef made Anyang couldn't help but gasp for air. Although its appearance was comical, it made the audience envious and almost cry. I finally swallowed the beef, took a sip of hydrolyzed spicy food, and then picked up a piece of fish and tofu to eat. It's delicious. This kelp is also good, but the fans have sucked too much soup, it's really too spicy. The audience is really crying now. Just eat it, this guy even started talking to himself, like he's doing a food broadcast. Torment. I can't bear to watch anymore. This is even more painful than killing me. After you materialize, you can eat it again. Maybe I can still eat it with you. Now I can only watch, it's too painful. If you give me the picky hot pot, I can chew all the plastic boxes together. My son asked me what the taste of hot pot is, and I can't even remember it. What a sin. If you find your fans spicy, then give them to me. I'm not afraid of spiciness, I admit it's so spicy. Ah, what's this self-heating hot pot? Why are there so many ingredients inside? The dishes are so fresh, and there are so many crab sticks and fish balls. I chewed on half of the legs of the stool, brother. My dear brother. Dad. Don't eat anymore, hurry up and make it more tangible. I'm not living anymore. I also want to eat. Chapter 5. One person achieves the way, chicken and dog ascend to heaven, millions present. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. The entire Dragon Country live broadcast room was filled with complaints. Of course, most of them are just complaining about why this contestant can't materialize first and then eat. The crowd could only watch eagerly as he enjoyed the delicious food alone. Hello everyone, I am your old friend Moo Moo. Suddenly, a small window appeared in the bottom right corner of the screen, which was the host Moo Moo, who was known as the official goddess. As the host, Moo Moo originally had another job today, but after the arrival of the National Luck Secret Realm, she was immediately transferred over. At first, the general public was filled with curiosity and fear towards the secret realm of National Fortune, and there were even many negative emotions that could not be explained clearly. Although there has been some easing at the moment, the authorities must also be prepared in advance. The common people may not consider so much, but the official cannot remain indifferent. The progress is relatively smooth now, but if there are casualties among the players, it will definitely become a source of anxiety. After all, so far, no one knows how cruel death penalty will be and what kind of disaster it will bring. So it is necessary to vaccinate the public in advance before such incidents occur, which can quickly quell the riots, soothe emotions, and make every effort to reduce losses. What? Moo Moo. What situation? How did my goddess appear? Seeing Moo Moo appear on the screen, the audience brushes around with question marks. But Moo Moo, with a professional smile, naturally started chatting with the audience. Friends, it's an honor for me to provide real-time commentary for everyone. To be honest, like everyone else, I have a little resentment towards this contestant who is currently eating hot pot. As the saying goes, there is a head of injustice and a head of debt, and everyone probably doesn't want to draw circles and curse him without even knowing his name, right? Next, I will introduce these 10 contestants to everyone. First of all, there is this lucky young male athlete, his name is Anyang. Moo Moo first empathized with the situation and then brought it to the point with a joke. In just a few words, she controlled the overall rhythm of the live broadcast room. From this, it can be seen that Moo Moo's ability to undertake this great task is not only due to her goddess-like appearance and figure, but more importantly, her outstanding professional skills. 10 contestants were introduced in a humorous and witty way, and only Anyang left the deepest impression on the audience. It's not enough to leave a deep impression, this feeling of love and hate is truly unforgettable. I've already said he's my elementary school classmate. If you don't believe me, look, I still have photos. Inside a residential building, a couple is watching a live broadcast together. When Moo Moo introduced Anyang, the boy was instantly confused. He had already felt a bit familiar with Anyang before, but couldn't remember where he had seen it before. As soon as he heard the name, he completely regained his childhood memories. Don't joke, I said that little girl was my illegitimate daughter, do you believe me? The girl clearly doesn't believe her boastful boyfriend. This made the man very angry, pointing to the photo he had just taken out and saying, "You see for yourself if it's him. We had a good relationship in elementary school, but later I moved out and lost contact." The girl held the photo and compared it carefully. Not to mention, the little boy in the photo really looked a bit like Anyang, and the more he looked, the more similar he looked. Is Anyang really your elementary school classmate? The girl still had some doubts. The boy looked up and said, "Of course. I've given you all the evidence, so what else can be suspected?" You can tell that the boy is very proud. But the girl threw the photo aside in anger and said nonchalantly, "Even if you are really classmates, what if you have the ability to ask him to bring us a few boxes of food? I almost vomited on the compressed biscuits, and I didn't grab the mineral water just now. It's useless to have a classmate relationship. You The boy couldn't hold back his face, it was too difficult. No official contact with Anyang, how can I get in touch myself? Alright, just watch the live broadcast honestly. Your old classmate has finished hot pot and doesn't know what he plans to do next. Perhaps seeing that her boyfriend couldn't hold back his face, the girl comforted him for a moment. In the live broadcast scene, Anyang, who had just finished wiping his mouth, also realized later that he had forgotten to materialize again. So I called out the light curtain and chose, confirm materialization. His movements looked calm and gentle, no different from littering casually. Little did they know that the audience had already spent countless seconds for this moment. Ding! The contestant successfully opened the F.level blind box and received a reward of 100 boxes of self-heating hot pot. This reward will be monetized 10,000 times. The announcement sounded, and the number of bullet comments instantly decreased significantly. Needless to say, most viewers are now frantically searching for the 1 million boxes of self-heating hot pot that have been materialized. And the elementary school classmate and girlfriend in Anyang were also planning on this. But when the two of them just ran out of the bedroom, they were stunned in an instant. It can be seen from other people's sharing on bullet screens that materialized things will appear anywhere. Roof, sewer, in the middle of the road, shopping mall shelves, vehicle trunk, and so on. And now, 3 boxes of self-heating hot pot are distributed on the sofa, dining table, and carpet in the living room. The little couple glanced at each other and saw a look of ecstasy in their eyes. Dear, I now believe that Anyang is really your elementary school classmate. 3 boxes, a whole 3 boxes, enough for us to eat happily for half a month. Although it is highly likely to be a coincidence, it cannot stop both people from being happy. As for whether it is the lucky value of Anyang's adverse weather that is causing it, it is unknown. After all, there was a saying in ancient times that a person could ascend to heaven and become a rooster and a dog. Perhaps those who are related to Anyang can really receive lucky protection. Anyang, who was well fed and drunk, lay on the box picking his teeth. There's no shortage of food and drink now, just one place to live, and I don't know if a house can be opened inside this blind box. If you really have a house, you have to choose a suitable place to live. If the audience knows what Anyang is thinking now, they might all be able to curse. I already have enough to eat and drink, and now I plan to buy a house again. It's really annoying. Other contestants are still trembling and exploring. Anyang is great, with a posture of planning to retire, which simply proves the saying that without comparison, there is no harm. Chapter 6, Third Blind Box, Full Screen Full of Golden House. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Anyang hasn't eaten so much for a long time, and now she's digesting while pondering what else she needs. The increasing liveliness in the Longwo live broadcast room is naturally due to more and more people finding the newly realized self-heating hot pot. The self-heating hot pot bottom with a spicy taste is absolutely delicious. Even if you dip your insole in it, it will definitely taste good. I found a box, a whole box, it's enough for me to eat for a week. The taste of these tomatoes is so similar. I never thought I could even have hot pot in my lifetime. Mad, it took me half a day to grab back 2 boxes, but when I saw my girl eating happily, everything was worth it. Thank you all to Anyang. If it weren't for Anyang, I probably wouldn't have had hot pot in my lifetime. What are you thanking? He is a player from Dragon Country, so he should help us fight for benefits. This is all he should do. That's it. Look at him. When he's full, go there like he's boneless. Then open the blind box. What are you waiting for? No, do you people have a conscience? Without Anyang, can you drink water? Can you eat these hot pot dishes? Anyang was also randomly selected. Doing things is fate, not doing is duty. You fools, don't come to moral kidnapping. The atmosphere of the barrage was originally quite good, but if it couldn't be stopped, some idiots who felt good about themselves would come out and cause trouble, as if the players owed them everything. In theory, since you have become a player in Dragon Country, you must do your best for Dragon Country. But as some viewers say, none of these 10 contestants were voluntary, but were randomly selected. That is to say, even if they just mess around there, as long as they don't do anything that harms the Dragon Kingdom, then others have no right to point fingers. The host Moo Moo saw that there was an argument in the barrage and timely spoke up, everyone, whether it's the old gentleman or the aunt, including Anyang. They opened the blind box and materialized the rewards inside, which is equivalent to making a contribution to our Dragon Country. I think what they should receive is gratitude and encouragement, rather than slander and verbal abuse. What do you think? Moo Moo's speech attracted great support, but there were also many opposing voices. The opinions of the opponents are very clear. Since these 10 people have become contestants, they should make contributions for free and not consider their own gains and losses. Instead, they should prioritize the Dragon Kingdom and these ordinary people. These barrage comments made Moo Moo frown, feeling that these people were just too selfish. She doesn't say much from her standpoint, after all, she is a public figure. If a sentence is maliciously amplified and becomes a catalyst for undermining unity, it would be more than worth the loss. Fortunately, at this moment, the sound of another announcement interrupted the argument in the live broadcast room. Ding! The contestant successfully opened the F.level blind box and received a reward sleeping bag. This reward will be monetized 10,000 times. Many viewers were a bit confused, only to discover who the person opening the blind box was after the announcement ended. No wonder they were surprised, it turns out that this blind box was opened by a young girl. These two girls have never made any movement since entering the National Games' secret realm, just huddled in place, looking like they were hoping to stage a heroic drama to save the beauty. Unfortunately, there are no heroes here, everyone can only rely on themselves. Perhaps it was because of hearing the announcement from other contestants opening the blind box, or perhaps recognizing the fact, anyway, one of the girls finally mustered up the courage and successfully opened the first blind box. However, this reward clearly piqued the audience's interest. Someone even started to mock directly. What kind of trash is that? A sleeping bag. It's for birds. Not to mention sleeping bags, even if you open a house and come out, it's not as affordable as a bottle of water. What does this woman mean? Since what she's driving is trash, then keep driving. What are you waiting for? Mad, I said none of these contestants are reliable. Ah, since you have the ability to say such things, then throw away the mineral water and self-heating hot pot that you have seized. If you think the contestants are unreliable, then don't grab those tangible rewards. Who said sleeping bags are useless? Standing up and talking doesn't hurt your back. You can sleep in bed every day, right? Have you ever considered a contestant? Those who urge others to open blind boxes are all idiots among fools, and they even say that the contestants don't understand the rules. Do you understand? I don't know, there are risks inside blind boxes, should we be more cautious every time we open them? It is obvious that the audience in the Longwo live broadcast room can be roughly divided into 3 types. The first approach is to have a very positive outlook, believing that the audience should encourage and silently support the contestants. The second type is the audience who believe that the contestants must gamble everything for the benefit of Dragon Country. The third type is the ordinary melon-eating crowd, who do not express any opinions, as if they are detached from the situation, but they are not missing when fighting for supplies. As the argument intensified, Moo Moo decided to find a topic to calm the audience's passionate emotions. Coincidentally, the official team of experts has entered the broadcasting hall. Audience friends, let me announce something to everyone. In order to ensure a more perfect explanation, we have specially invited experts who have made achievements in various fields in China to assist in the explanation. So let's first introduce the first one, the Special Forces instructor, Captain Jiang Dalai. As the screen turned, a robust man with dark skin, a cut in the head, and a full body of righteousness appeared. Hello everyone, I am Jiang Dalei. This special forces instructor looks somewhat restrained, probably appearing in front of the whole country for the first time, and inevitably feeling a bit nervous. Mu Mu took the initiative to lead the conversation and said, Captain Jiang, I heard that special forces often have outdoor survival training. Do you think the function of sleeping bags in the wild is big or small? The experts who can sit here are very clear about their responsibility, which is to assist Mu Mu as much as possible. So even if he was a little nervous, Jiang Dalei still gritted his head and said, in the wild, the function of a sleeping bag is still very important. Not only portable, but also quite comfortable. In terms of functionality, it can also ensure users' body temperature in cold conditions, and the tight design will not be disturbed by insects and ants while sleeping. That's also why many people who go outdoors not only prepare tents, but also sleeping bags. Jiang Dalei's words are just praising the quality of having many sleeping bags. Although somewhat unnatural, his performance also satisfied Mu Mu. Immediately, Mu Mu took over the conversation and said, Thank you for Captain Jiang's answer. So it seems that sleeping bags in the wilderness are really essential and good things. Especially in the secret realm of national sports, athletes face the problem of staying overnight, hoping that they can all get sleeping bags or tents. Before she could finish speaking, Mu Mu was stunned, and at the same time, the barrage in the live broadcast room completely exploded. If the screen didn't fall off, the scene would be almost invisible. After the barrage drops from the screen, you can see a golden light flashing in the picture of Anyang, which can blind people's eyes. Upon closer inspection, the golden light was nothing else, but a genuine golden house. Chapter 7. Resources realized 10,000 times, and the golden house becomes. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ding. You have successfully opened the blind box. Obtained item. Golden tile house. Item type. Architecture, mineral resources. Item level. F+. Item description. A pure gold tiled house, warm in winter and cool in summer. Looking at the golden tiled house in front of him, Anyang's first reaction was ecstasy. Sleeping trough, with so much gold, it's really developed now. Excitement came and went quickly, and the next second Anyang let out a sigh. If it were in reality, so much gold should not worry about food and drink. Forget it, having a house that can block wind and rain is always good, and this gold looks comfortable. In the realm of national fortune, currency is clearly not as useful as goods. Even if there is a golden mountain, what if there is no food and drink, one will still starve to death. However, Anyang is not lacking in food and drink, and happens to lack a place to sleep overnight. This golden tiled house is quite timely. Gold is not useful, but sleeping in a golden house gives a different psychological feeling. It is estimated that the ancient 9-5 sovereigns did not enjoy this kind of treatment. To be honest, this blind box reward is also very impressive. Even though Blue Star's current situation is very bad, the currency system has not yet collapsed, and gold still has high value. Just this golden tiled house alone can make people envious, not to mention that after monetization, there are a total of 10,000. Sleeping trough. It's the first time in my life that I've seen so much gold. Quickly materialize, mad. I don't know how many items can be exchanged for this golden tile. I'll put my words here. Who dares to snatch these gold? I'll fight him hard. Didn't you guys say that opening a house was useless before? Why are you all blushing now? Crazy. Everyone's crazy. It's better to make this kind of thing more tangible, otherwise I don't know how much trouble it will cause. Anyang is so amazing. When someone opens their sleeping bag, you open the golden house. From now on, you will be my young brother. Yang is also too calm. As expected, he is not an ordinary person. If it were me, I would have pounced on him and nibbled on him a few times to see if he is truly golden. Follow Anyang and eat 9 meals a day. If I were a contestant, I would definitely try my best to hold Anyang's thigh now. The barrage was a complete mess. Someone exclaimed at Anyang's explosive luck, opening a total of 3 blind boxes, each one being more and more amazing. Some people are also urging Anyang to quickly materialize, they are already eager to grab gold. Some people even think that this golden house cannot be materialized. The security issues are already quite serious now, and if it were to be materialized, it would definitely cause a lot of trouble. Antiques of the prosperous era and gold of the chaotic era have been passed down since ancient times, and even if we are about to face the apocalypse, it will not change. The allure of these gold is simply too great, coupled with the fact that everyone is in danger now, it is uncertain when the reserve grain will be depleted. But if you have gold in your hands, you don't have to worry about losing supplies, there will definitely be many people taking risks. The official of Dragon Kingdom also feels that things are not going well at this moment. It's not a big deal if mineral water and self-heating hot pot were looted before, after all, no one would really go all out for a little food and drink. This golden tiled house is different. If it were to materialize, wouldn't it be possible to turn a person's head into a dog's head? The official is also feeling a headache at the moment. I think Moo Moo should say that this type of material is taken over by our official team and it is prohibited for the public to seize it without authorization. Your suggestion is unrealistic. People die for wealth, birds die for food. With so much gold, even in a prosperous era, there will be countless people ignoring orders and competing to seize it. What should we do? If it really materializes, then good things are likely to turn into bad things. Local officials are understaffed and cannot control the situation, causing casualties. What should we do? I understand the principle in the rules that risks and opportunities coexist in this blind box. This not only means that blind boxes may produce dangerous things, but sometimes even good things can be troublesome. To prevent confusion, the best way is not to materialize. It is estimated that the rules also take this into consideration, allowing the contestants to choose whether to materialize or not. However, the problem is that we have no way to contact the contestants, and this problem is completely unsolvable. Not necessarily. Have you noticed that Anyang is different from others? Not only is he lucky, but he is also much calmer than others, even thinking carefully every time he materializes. Leader, do you mean that Anyang may consider the reality and give up on materialization? I'm just guessing, but now we can only hope for it this way. Let's make some preparations, notify local officials, and prepare emergency plans. If Anyang could know that the official leaders had such a high evaluation of him, it would probably be difficult to laugh or cry. Calm down. That's true, but it's because he got the golden finger and his mentality changed. This has nothing to do with his ability to materialize in the end every time. He simply forgot about it because he was too busy enjoying it, and finally remembered it. Unexpectedly, this was evaluated as thoughtful. At this moment, Anyang has already circled around the golden house. Not bad, although the space is not large, there are all the necessary furniture available. This bed is also quite soft, so you should be able to sleep comfortably at night. Anyang lay directly on the big bed and rolled around 2 times. What is more comfortable than lying in bed and lying down after eating and drinking? Golden tiled house. This blind box is really interesting, it can even be opened. Even in the countryside, it is rare to see tiled houses, which have long been abandoned by the times. Creating a tiled house with gold is completely a collision of luxury and antiquity, with some degree of discord. After roast, Anyang remembered something concrete, so he called out the light curtain and pressed, confirm. This move has triggered a series of chain reactions. The people preparing to grab gold are fully armed, just like going to the battlefield. Relevant departments in various regions have received notifications and are ready to deploy at any time. The official leaders of the Dragon Kingdom all sighed and felt a bit uneasy. However, with the sound of the announcement, everyone's mood fluctuated like riding a roller coaster. Ding! The contestant successfully opened the F.level blind box and received a reward of 1 golden tiled house. This reward will be realized in the form of resources, making it 10,000 times more tangible. As soon as this notice was issued, everyone was dumbfounded. They don't understand what it means to materialize in the form of resources. Can it be that the golden house is gone? The official response was the fastest, and I immediately understood the meaning of the notice. So he immediately ordered, immediately conduct exploration nationwide and see where gold mines and similar things have appeared. Chapter 8. Dragon Country obtains gold mine. The whole world was stunned. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Mad, what does this mean? What does it mean to materialize in the form of resources, Lousy's gold? Are you playing with me? This National Luck secret realm is such a damn bastard. I'm ready to work hard. What the hell is this mess now? That's not right. The previous rewards were all directly materialized, how come they have now become resources? I'm laughing to death. A group of idiots are still fantasizing about getting rich overnight. Are they dumbfounded now? I just feel like this is not that simple. I really guessed it right. Fortunately, this golden house did not materialize directly. There was a large group of people downstairs chattering, just like a group of bandits. I dare not go out. The barrage was chaotic, and many people were very dissatisfied with this announcement. But no matter how dissatisfied they are, these are all rules of the secret realm of national fortune, and no one can violate them. In the broadcasting hall, the host and expert team were also a bit confused. But now it was time to stabilize the national mood, and Moo Moo immediately spoke up. We don't have a thorough understanding of the rules of the National Luck secret realm. This incident should also be a reference. Since this golden tiled house is materialized in the form of resources, let's invite Professor Zhao Qiming, a resource science expert, to help us analyze it. The screen switches to a middle-aged man wearing glasses. Zhao Qiming had a headache. He knew what Moo Moo meant and wanted to calm down the emotions of the people. But now he is also at a loss, unable to understand what is going on. Arrows on the string had to be fired, and Zhao Qiming's brain was running rapidly, even using the strength to nurse. Not to mention, this really made him come to his senses in a hurry, as if he had thought of a breakthrough. So he immediately smiled and greeted the audience. Hello everyone, I am Zhao Qiming, engaged in resource science. I think everyone is very puzzled about this embodiment. But I want to say, this is a very normal situation, it's because everyone has fallen into a misunderstanding. Upon hearing these words, those who were eager to grab gold became unhappy. They don't want to hear big truths, they just want to know where their gold has gone. Zhao Qiming remained calm and composed, adding countless unpleasant bullet comments and continuing to speak slowly. Everyone has overlooked an important information, which is the type of item that appears when players open the blind box. Please recall that the type of this golden tiled house is architecture and mineral resources. That is to say, this reward is not only a golden house, but also a resource. It is actually very reasonable to materialize resources based on their types, and everything is in line with common sense. I know everyone may think I'm talking nonsense, but based on my guess, the type of materialized resource should not change. That is to say, the golden tiled houses have not disappeared, they may just have become primitive gold mines. By the end, Zhao Qiming was already sweating profusely. He doesn't know if his guess is right or not, and even thinks he's talking nonsense. But there's no way, it's burning my butt. If I don't give an explanation, I don't know what the situation will be like. As for right or wrong, it's up to him. At the moment, he can pass one level at a time. However, at this moment, Moo Moo received a prompt from the staff, and upon seeing the content on the prompt card, her eyes suddenly brightened up a bit. Coincidentally, Zhao Qiming didn't know what to say, so Mu Mu took over the conversation. Thank you for Professor Zhao's analysis. Professor Zhao truly deserves to be one of the top resource science experts in our country. With such a little information, he surprisingly guessed everything right. As soon as these words were spoken, not only were the audience dumbfounded, but even Zhao Qiming himself widened his eyes. Is it difficult for me to say this nonsense correctly? Ladies and gentlemen, I just received news that a slight earthquake has just occurred in a certain area. The exploration team arrived at the scene as soon as possible and discovered a large amount of gold ore from the ground cracked by the earthquake source. From this, it can be seen that Professor Zhao's speculation is correct. The golden house opened by the Anyang contestants has truly materialized into a gold mine. Next are some photos sent back from the scene, please take a look. After Mu Mu finished speaking, several photos appeared on the screen, showing cracked ground and several gold mines placed together. The fact is already in front of us, which greatly disappoints those viewers who wish to become rich overnight. If the realized one is a golden tiled house, they can still grab it. But now it has become a gold mine, and official personnel have also been dispatched, so they have no chance at all. Apart from venting their anger in the live broadcast room, there is nothing else they can do. Even those who have already left the house can only go home disheartened now. Little did they know that the realization of a gold mine in the carved Dragon Kingdom has spread rapidly, causing a great sensation worldwide. In an instant, many foreign viewers flocked to the Dragon Country live broadcast room, wanting to verify whether this was true or false. I heard that the Dragon Kingdom has obtained a gold mine. How could it be? When did the dragon people become so lucky? What we haven't even received in our beautiful country yet, how could Dragon Country have obtained it? It's definitely fake. I've seen the players from the Dragon Kingdom before. They're just a group of elderly, weak, sick, and disabled people. Being able to live is just a stroke of luck. They still have a gold mine. What's the point of boasting? Ah, where did so many wild dogs come from? Does it have anything to do with what our Dragon Kingdom has gained? Mad, why can't our Dragon Kingdom obtain gold? What you can't get doesn't mean we can't get either. Open your dog's eyes and take a good look. Our young brother has obtained a golden house. What's your dog's name? At first, these foreign audiences did not believe that the gold mining incident was true. Many self-centered people are like this, thinking that what they don't have cannot be obtained by others. However, when someone mentions the golden tiled house, foreign audiences are stunned when they take a closer look. That's a house made entirely of gold, almost blinding them. Fake. What kind of bad luck did this Dragon Country player have? He actually got a golden house. Humph. It's just luck. In terms of strength, it all depends on the players from our Sakura country. Our contestants from Bangzi country have already obtained supplies that can support them for 2 days. What's the use of this dilapidated house even if it's golden? Can it be eaten or drunk? Grandpa laughed, the supplies in the past 2 days were surprisingly amazing. My young brother has obtained enough supplies to eat and drink for a year. Are we bragging? Who stipulates that luck is not a part of strength? I'm not afraid to tell you, my young brother is just lucky, so what? That's right, everyone has the ability to work hard, but luck is not something you just want. Hurry up and get back to your own live broadcast room, don't come to our place to get in the way. Chapter 9. First player sacrifices, death penalty comes. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. This golden tiled house really surprised foreign audiences. Driven by jealousy, they turned this into dog poop luck. As for some viewers in the Dragon Kingdom who claim that Anyang has obtained supplies that cannot be used up for a year, they don't believe it at all and even think it's nonsense. At the same time, Anyang sat up from the bed. After eating and drinking enough, I lay down for a while and felt that my whole body was much more energetic. It's no longer as listless as before. There are still 7 blind boxes left that haven't been opened, and I don't know what can be opened. It's better to go outside. Anyang was worried that the things opened inside the blind box would destroy the golden tiled house, so he got up and prepared to open it outside. But as soon as the door is opened, there are 200 boxes of materials piled up outside. This scene immediately shocked the foreign viewers in the live broadcast room, unable to close their mouths. Siete. How could this dragon man have so many supplies? Ha! It's been said that our young brother is different from your garbage players. Don't you believe it? Now you have gained more insights, right? Impossible, absolutely impossible. This guy must have cheated. No one can be more powerful than our Sakura country contestants. I really don't know where you little cherry blossoms come from for your confidence. If you have the ability, you can cheat even if you know the dog barks. Even if there are a lot of supplies, what if you look weak as a player? If there is any danger, you will definitely die. That's right, luck is only temporary. I don't believe he can always be so lucky. I'll wait and see when he dies. Jealousy has made these foreign audiences curse wildly. It's like wanting a wild beast to jump out immediately and take Anyang down in pieces. However, at this moment, a sudden announcement sounded throughout every live broadcast room. Announcement to all. A player from 3 kingdoms has died due to a beast attack, with 9 remaining players. The death penalty will be implemented 10,000 times in 3 kingdoms. The usual announcements are limited to our own country, and this is still the first time all announcements have been made. Upon hearing the death of the contestant, everyone was stunned for a moment. Then a chill surged in their hearts, making them instantly recall that the secret realm of national fortune was not heaven, but a cruel trial. If something goes wrong, it's not just about the athlete's life that needs to be sacrificed. The live broadcast room of a Sangua has become a mess, and countless viewers have rushed in, wanting to know how that Asan player died and what the death penalty would look like. In the picture, a man from 3 kingdoms is lying on the ground, clearly lifeless. And beside him, a large crocodile was holding onto his leg, constantly pulling back, as if trying to tear the prey apart and swallow it. This terrifying scene made the audience's spine shiver, but it was a living person who has now become food for fierce beasts. However, compared to the death penalty that 3 kingdoms will face, this is just an appetizer. In the Longwa live broadcast room, Mu received a signal from the staff. Then he immediately spoke up and said, "Ladies and gentlemen, I have just received instructions to broadcast real-time satellite footage of the 3 kingdoms for everyone. This is the result of urgent discussion by the official authorities of the Dragon Kingdom. As the saying goes, blocking is better than dredging. Instead of making the people anxious, it is better to show everything openly and honestly." Coincidentally, taking advantage of this opportunity, everyone understands that the secret realm of national luck is not a farce. Screen switching, this is a perspective taken from the sky, where you can see a chaotic city inside. As the screen progresses, the viewing becomes clearer. Countless people of the 3 kingdoms are fleeing for their lives, while behind them, countless crocodiles are wreaking havoc everywhere. These crocodiles seem to have not eaten for a long time, chasing after living people. As long as they are bitten by that bloody bite, they can basically declare death. There are also some physically strong people trying to resist, but crocodiles refuse to speak up and even twist their bodies, tearing up their prey directly. This is exactly the famous skill of crocodiles. Death roll. Help me, I don't want to die. Mom, where are you? Let go of me, just die on your own, don't drag me down. Get out of here, hurry up and get out of my way. Help me, I can give you money, please help me. Everywhere were howls and cries for help, and in the face of these sudden crocodile armies, the people of the 3 kingdoms had no resistance at all. I don't know how many people died in the mouth of crocodiles. Blood stained the ground red, and even many broken limbs and arms could be seen. Some viewers can't bear to continue watching, and some even feel nauseous. This scene is really impactful, making countless people feel deep fear. The broadcast scene has ended, and it can be seen that Moo Moo's face is very pale, clearly also greatly affected. Everyone, this is probably the death penalty mentioned in the rules. The national game's secret realm is not a game, players will encounter various dangers. Meanwhile, their sacrifice means that our safety will also be in great danger. We are a community of shared destiny with the contestants, so I would like to once again appeal to everyone to support them rationally. Thank you. Moo Moo's words have caused many viewers in the Dragon Kingdom to reflect. Indeed, athletes will encounter various dangers in the secret realm of national sports, and even among the 10 blind boxes refreshed every day, not all are good things. No one can say which one will come first tomorrow or unexpected, but one thing is very simple and easy to understand. Even if we really want the contestants to quickly obtain resources through blind boxes, we cannot simply urge them. If something bad opens up inside the blind box, then what you get is not resources, but punishment. Professor Chin, you are an authority in the field of biology. Then I would like to ask, what should we do if we encounter crocodiles in the wild? Since the fact has been made clear to the public, the next step is to calm their emotions. Professor Chin's full name is Chin Haiqiong and he is also a member of the expert team. At this moment, upon hearing Moo Moo's question, he cleared his throat and said, based on my observation, the crocodiles currently ravaging the 3 kingdoms are probably Siamese crocodiles. They are medium-sized crocodiles with strong territorial awareness. I guess it was the player from the 3 kingdoms who accidentally entered the territory of the Siamese crocodile and was attacked. As for the way to deal with encountering crocodiles in the wild, it's actually very simple. Run away quickly. Everyone knows that crocodiles are amphibians. They move very fast underwater, but much slower on land. Moreover, crocodiles have a long body and are not very agile in turning. When escaping, try not to run in a straight line and look for some obstacles. In this way, there is a 70.8% chance of successfully escaping. Chapter 10. Before the pig and after the leopard. Anyang needs to take 3 steps to choose from. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The death of a player from the 3 kingdoms has cast a shadow over the hearts of everyone around the world. Even nearly 2,000 athletes in the secret realm of national sports fell into an ice cellar when they heard the announcement. Most people have just accepted the fact that they have become athletes, and who would have thought that someone would soon prove with their own lives that death is only one step away from them. In a sense, the danger level of the national transportation secret realm itself is even higher. After all, the danger inside the blind box can be avoided as long as it is not opened, but there is no way to prevent attacks from wild animals. Anyang sighed a bit. Now that he has become a player, he has no other choice. But he is not as afraid as others. After all, with the blessing of incredible luck, he knows very well that he has the ability to turn danger into safety. The weather is nice and the temperature is pleasant. Before the audience's fear had dissipated and other contestants were at a loss, Anyang decided to continue opening the blind box. Stretching lazily, Anyang felt for the first time that this vibrant national luck secret realm was actually quite good, at least much stronger than the vast expanse of yellow sand in reality. Of course, this feeling should be based on knowing that there will be no danger involved. Perhaps among all the players, he is the only one who can achieve this. Seeing that the golden-tiled houses and supplies had already occupied this vacant land, Anyang walked towards the nearby dense forest. Supplies are essential for survival, and houses must also be used for sleeping, so they cannot be damaged. As for whether these flowers, plants, and trees will be destroyed by the contents of the blind box, it is not within the scope of Anyang's consideration. That's it here. In fact, Anyang did not go too far, just on the edge of the dense forest. But when he called out the remaining 7 blind boxes, this action stunned the audience. Isn't it? Anyang is still preparing to open the blind box. Didn't he hear the death notice just now? It's impossible not to hear. Look at the other contestants, they're so scared they can't even move now. Undoubtedly, it's my young brother. This should be the so-called talented person with courage, right? Are you joking? I don't want to become a crocodile's food like that group of Asan. Calm down, there's plenty of supplies and a house to live in now. There's no need to continue opening blind boxes. That's right, what if something bad happens? The audience was scared out of the aftermath, even those who had been urging Anyang to continue opening blind boxes just now stopped talking nonsense. This is actually the official purpose, which is to make the audience understand how severe the current situation is and to stop them from stirring up emotions recklessly. Perhaps some people are not afraid of death, but they do not want to be tortured by wild beasts before death. They do not want to bear the pain. More people still don't want to die, and Anyang now has sufficient resources and a golden-tiled house, which can completely survive in this place. There is really no need to continue taking risks. However, the more afraid something is in this world, the more likely it will be to happen. This is the famous Murphy's Law. Just as Anyang was preparing to open the blind box, the barrage exploded instantly. The reason is not in the blind box, but in many sharp-eyed viewers discovering something strange behind Anyang. After careful observation, they found that a black shadow was slowly approaching no more than 5 meters away from Anyang. Until I saw that thing clearly, the shadow of death punishment once again surged in my heart. Sleeping slot. What the hell is that, a tiger? No. The color looks like a leopard. Brother Yang, run quickly. There's a leopard behind you trying to ambush you. Hurry up and look back. Are you deaf? It's okay if you die, don't implicate me. I don't want to be bitten to death by a leopard. Ha ha ha, this dragon man is going to die. What can he do with a lot of resources? What can he do with a golden house? He's not going to die yet. This dragon man deserves it. As I said, luck will come to an end, and now it's time for him to pay the price. When the dragon man dies, these supplies will become ownerless. After working hard for half a day, they can only fulfill others' needs. Our brave warriors from the beautiful country are exploring, maybe we can find this place, and then these supplies will belong to our beautiful country. Many foreign viewers don't mind the excitement, and even wish that leopard could bite this dragon man to death. Jealousy has long blinded their eyes, and who makes their players inferior to Anyang. The audience of the Dragon Kingdom were trembling with fear and had no intention of dealing with these barking bastards. They were all focused on the screen, hoping that Anyang could quickly discover the danger behind them. The sky did not meet people's wishes, and Anyang did not notice anything approaching behind him. At this point, he had already selected a blind box and selected, Open. The light sphere has expanded again, but this time the situation seems somewhat different. That originally white light slowly turned red. In a blink of an eye, just as the light dissipated, a wild boar nearly 2 meters long with sharp fangs on its mouth appeared in front of Anyang. Ding! You have successfully opened the blind box. Obtained item. A wild boar. Item type. Beast, livestock resources. Item level. F+. Item description. Adult male wild boar with strong attack power. This scene stunned the audience. Anyone with some common sense knows how aggressive wild boars can be. There is an old saying that goes, 1 pig, 2 bears, and 3 tigers, and this pig refers to a wild boar. Being able to be ranked ahead of bears and tigers, one can imagine how dangerous wild boars are, let alone an adult wild boar in front of Anyang. Sleeping trough. It's over, how could a wild boar come out? There are pigs in the front and leopards in the back. Isn't Anyang doomed now? Is it true that you have used up all your luck? Why did you suddenly have such bad luck? I said we can't open the blind box anymore, what's on this bastard's mind? Axie, this dragon man is really hopeless now. I just don't know if he will be killed by a wild boar or bitten by a leopard. Stupid dragon people, this is the price of your arrogance. You are the only contestant in the Dragon Kingdom, so it's reasonable. You're about to die now. I'll see what you do. I had a full meal before I died, so there shouldn't be any regrets. Goodbye. Not only the audience, but also Moo and the expert team in the broadcasting hall were feeling numb and powerless, afraid that the situation with a Sangwa would happen again. The official Longwa issued an emergency plan as soon as possible, urging all regions to take action and strive to respond as soon as the death penalty falls, minimizing damage. However, at this moment, Anyang felt a little nervous when he saw the wild boar not far in front of him, but more of a doubt. Can it be that my incredible luck of 99,999 has expired?